1 year ago, I bought this building for my antique business. And in this video, I will share exactly how much I spent, how the deal almost fell through, and do I regret it? So let's go back to 2020. Up until then, I had been running my online reselling business from the house. It started in the basement with a dedicated room, which worked pretty well for a while until I quickly outgrew it. Then I moved upstairs to one of the spare bedrooms, and eventually it spilled out into the rest of the house, and there was no control in sight. The dining room, that was pretty much overtaken as well. And then our regular living room became basically a TV set with all of the lights and things that I had. And of course the basement, that was filled with lots of items, just lots of overflow things. And pretty much it was getting to be wherever you looked inside of our house, it had something to do with reselling. I started passively looking online to see if there was anything around that would fit the needs of a little office space or a way to get it out of the house just for my own peace of mind. Eventually, I did find this place on the market, which just so happened to be about 6 minutes from where I lived. It is a commercial property, and that is what I needed. You can see that it says commercial land, retail commercial, taxes about $2,000, square foot about 2,000, which is what I was looking for. And I do like that it's concrete. It's a concrete build. Shingles, freestanding, and you could use it for lots of different things. Office showroom, personal service, professional service, retail. Oh, and then there is other and residence. There's a residence and retail. Unique multi-use building is situated on a spacious corner lot with lots of visibility from each direction. This is a great opportunity to move your existing business or start a new one. The square footage of this building consists of a commercial space with a storefront and showroom capabilities in the front of the building and a one-bedroom, one-bath apartment at the rear of the building. Some of the most recent updates include fresh interior paint just 2 years ago, electric updated and roof installed approximately 10 years ago. There is both off and on-street parking available for all who visit. Any potential usage will need prior approval by the Village of Summerfield. Sellers are electing to sell the property as is and will not make repairs as a result of the building occupancy or environmental inspections. So all of that said, it was a bit misleading whenever I did end up buying the property because it was not zoned for residential use. This is a commercial only property, and the people that were living in it were doing so illegally, and that is according to the village. So that really shouldn't have been marketed as a selling point because it's not for residents. It also said that the roof was replaced approximately 10 years ago, and when I had my inspection, they said I needed to get a new roof within the next year or two, so it was either a very bad roof or a very bad memory. I got in touch with the realtor and did a walkthrough. We're gonna go right now. It's only 6 minutes away. All right, so here we are on the outside, the front of it. And as you can see, it's this kind of dark green and white, which isn't terrible. I kind of like it. I have the one and only key to get inside right here. We're gonna change this lock, by the way. Okay, it's very dark. By the way, everything you see came included. I wrote that up as part of the agreement. And because it was already a thrift store, we've got all those bins over there. And then over here, you can see a nice built-in bookcase. I will be using that for shipping, I believe. So this is the front of the store. I am super excited to have all of these built-in shelves. And this was a major selling point because that is not easy to get. All of those shelves like that would take a lot of work to build. So all of these wonderful shelves, and then over here, and there's more. There's a door here, and we're gonna go to the back of the facility now. So there is a broom closet right here with brooms. This is a kitchen. You do see a kitchen right here. And I wanna turn all of these lights on. I probably should have done this ahead of time. Oh, I don't want the fan on. I don't want the fan on. No, I don't like fans. They stir up dust. Great furniture pieces. I will be selling the stove and getting rid of it because I don't need it. and I have a little mini fridge that I will be bringing over here. So this is the kitchen. I was really excited to have a kitchen that I can wash the things in because, like I said, they take over our house with, you know, whenever you buy things that are dirty. And this nice like back room area, this was very useful. This is very useful space. There's a countertop. Here's the bathroom. And you can see here, let's turn this light on. So there's a little pig collection. Little pig collection here. We've got the toilet, the sink, just a nice bathroom and a shower. If things get real messy, you can take a shower, but it's a bedroom. So yeah, it's actually very nice. So this is the living room, and I will probably be using this as the shipping room. So that shipping table that you saw through that safe door in the front will, I believe, come in here. And I'm gonna paint this white. It'll brighten up the space. Look, I got a TV too. Here's the outside of the building. Take you around the back. We have an oil tank. There's a propane tank here, I believe. I'm not sure what that's for. There's a little bit of wiring things that we need to do, like these exposed wiring. There's a window unit there, but I do want to get these windows opened up. So there's basically plywood in front of the glass, and I want to take care of that and get that opened up. Here we are around the front, right here. Before even meeting with the realtor, I had already envisioned myself here. I mapped out the different possibilities and thought about all of the ways I could make it into what I really need. After walking through the building for about 30 minutes, I decided to make an offer. I offered $34,000. Now, the list price was $39,000, so it wasn't that far off. As I thought about it, I looked around and I liked the way everything looked. I liked that there were already things here. I liked that the shipping table was here. I liked certain elements, and I kind of just wanted to buy it as it was. So I said, how about $34,500 if you just leave it as it is with everything included? Now, looking back, they probably would have done that anyway, but in my mind, I thought I was getting such a great deal and I should just pay $500 for it just the way that it is. Within a day or two, they accepted my offer with no issues and the ball started rolling. So I thought. So all of that happened pretty quickly, and I immediately called my bank to secure a loan. While I could technically scrounge together cash from all different accounts and things like that, I really didn't want to do it. I didn't want to go into this scrapped for cash, you know, backwards, upside down, all the things. So I wanted to go the conventional loan format just so I could feel a little bit better. Even if that meant I was going to pay it back in 6 months, I just wanted that ease of mind knowing that I was okay. So the pre-approval went through, everything checked out, and we were on our way with financing. No problem. Until 4 days before I was supposed to close, I found out from the bank that they somehow let this slip by and they did not submit certain things on time in order to finalize the loan. I don't know what happened, but somehow it slipped through the cracks and there was no loan. I tried whatever I could and we just couldn't figure out how to get it formally in the system as a legitimate loan. Even though I pre-qualified, everything was great, certain papers didn't get somewhere or someplace, and there was no loan. So I then found myself having to come up with $35,000 in cash in order to make this deal happen. And I was not going to let this by. We were going to close. I said, no matter what, we are closing on the closing date. I was told by the realtor, we could just push the thing, we could push it back a little bit. It's not going to be a big deal. No, I wanted it to happen, even if it meant basically spending all my cash. Now don't feel too worried. I do have investments that I was not touching. It was not that sort of thing, but it was definitely not the route that I wanted to go. But that was an extremely stressful few days when I thought everything was going so well, just to be told it might not happen. I also learned after the fact that I needed lots of permits. I needed to make sure that all the outlets were proper and different things, safety precautions, exit signs. I had no clue. Unfortunately, the realtor did not disclose any of this to me, and she gave the illusion that it was very simple in this town, which I could believe considering it's about 500 or less people. But just like when you buy a house, you need certain permits to occupy and live there, I needed certain permits to conduct business publicly. Now, on top of the purchase price, in the last year, I've spent about $20,000 on various upgrades, including a new roof, gravel out front, new windows, a new air conditioning unit, and new flooring, among lots of other small, tedious things. Now, the good news is those are not common expenses and do not happen annually. In fact, the annual expense to run this place is about $4,000, and that includes property tax, insurance, and utilities. Here is what the front originally looked like, and as you can see, there's a picture window on the left and a smaller one on the right, and what we did was put in another picture window the way it probably was originally, just to make a more balanced and uniform front. And then we added the blue for more contrast to the sides. Here is what's now the shipping room. It was a living room, and all we did in here was painted it white and moved in some shelves, put in the shipping table, and it was good to go. The kitchen had a little bit done to it. Again, everything painted white. We put in a mini split unit and took down some cabinets. The front also, mostly just the floors were done in here with everything being repainted. So there's more uniform and cohesive look throughout the whole front of the building. And as you can see here, it's just more white walls and more gray floors with an exit sign. Here is the other side of the front, and there were carpet tiles down, and we pulled those up and we put the peel and stick tile here as well. Here's another view of that same room. And there it is. The bathroom was updated as well with flamingos. So we put in some flamingo things, painted it white, changed out the floor, and it was good to go. And here's the spare bedroom, which is now just an extra room for things. So the summarizing question is, do I regret buying this building? And the answer is no, I don't actually. Yes, it's been an investment, but it's one that I'm willing to pay. It gives me so much more clarity and ease of mind not having it in my house and not constantly seeing it. It allows me to grow and expand and try different things, and ultimately just gives me more options in the future. So with that, I will wrap up this video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye-bye.